For the 50th time.
I know.
Stop this. Rising up nicely and then it just goes brah.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty good. I'll take that. We'll just end the vlog here now. If we want to round up, so we can make my tour. Alright guys, this is the vlog you've been waiting for. Today's the day. Alright, the bike's going on the dyno. We're gonna see what numbers it got. And we're heading to Montreal tomorrow. Yeah. So last minute, got it finished. And first ride of the season for you all the way to Montreal. Yeah, first time riding since probably December. So you're gonna feel it. Yeah, so it's not a short ride to Montreal. So just in time though. So let's see what we get out of this thing. All right, before we head in, we actually have to do some quick work. We have to pick hand tones for some new gloves we have coming out. Not these ones, but we're doing gloves of my bike. So we gotta pick a Pantone. We gotta make it match as close to the colors on Dan's bike as we can. So first things first is the red. Yeah, so because we're doing gloves based off my bike's paint job, we're gonna actually try to match the Pantone to the actual paint we have on my bike. So and that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one. Yeah, gold's cool, and they do black as well. Yeah, we'll do this one, just like an off-white with the silver. There you go, we got Pantones for the gloves, for yours, and then we gotta do mine after. And then ahead of me. How fast did you get it there?
Speed-wise?
Yeah. Yeah, it was quick. I was looking on the speedo.
100 and...
It was miles, right? Miles per hour.
Miles. 152. So 152 miles to kilometers.
Yeah,
just Google that shit.
Yeah. I saw it on the speedo really quick, and then you pull off the road.
We can check though. We should check, because if it's inaccurate, I can program it through this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be good, yeah.
And I can make sure it's damn accurate, because I know Alan's is so inaccurate, it's insane.
So what are you doing now? Like, are you going through all the gears, or?
No, so right now,
244 kilometers, 244 kilometers.
Yeah.
That was around what I saw it for like a flash though.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll see, and this is, it's unrestricted, so I've shut off any speed limiter. When you get out on the road with load
Yeah.
and all the air coming in and all that, you'll get more.
Yeah.
Nice tailwind, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so right now, we just did all the different throttle percentages.
Okay.
I do use different gears. Like a lot of beginners will tune only in 5th gear because that's generally what they teach you at Dyno Jet and random other dyno courses. The thing is, in the lower gears, in the lower throttle positions, these big Harley motors tend to overload with fuel if you keep them in a high gear. So I mean, realistically, you're not at 10% throttle in 6th gear or 5th gear, right? You're generally there in 1st gear. Granted, you might hit traffic one day and be at 10% cruising slow as hell, but for the most part, you're in the high, you know, you're in the city streets doing those. So I like to be in 1st, 2nd.
Right.
And then when I get higher and higher, then I switch into higher gears. The main thing is the slower the RPM rise rate, the more accurate the dyno graph reads because it's building based on the rise of RPM rate. So if the RPM is rising nice and slow, then the dyno is recording nice and slow.
Right.
As opposed to if it's just ripping through 1st gear, like full throttle, it's just whack, like the dyno can't, like it can record it, but it's not as truly accurate as if it's slowly recording.
Okay.
So, as you can see by the lines, like it's relatively decent. Down low, we need some work. So we're gonna focus a lot down low, and then, which is more your city. Let's do this. City, highway.
Right.
Right? So, essentially we're gonna do a lot of focus here, because you know, if you're bombing around Daytona or somewhere in America on the city streets, you need this, right? So we're gonna smooth out all of it anyways, but
Yeah.
I've gotten it relatively, just off a little bit of bass tweaks, I've got it relatively good. So we're just gonna smooth things out for reliability. We're gonna go through, essentially I'm gonna do through all the gears and all the throttle positions just to make sure everything is smooth when you're riding.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. It's just lots of runs, every little tweak you do to the motor, it's worth doing some runs and making sure everything's perfect. So am I supposed to say numbers right now or no?
Do you want to do it at the end when it's done kind of thing? Or
It's you that's nervous about numbers.
I'm terrified
Do you want
now.
me to do it at the end or do you want me to at least say what it's showing right now?
Why don't you say what it's showing right now?
Okay, do you want to plug your ears or do you want me to tell them what it's showing right now?
You can tell. I'll listen.
So right now, it's at 143 and 140 foot-pounds. So
Okay. All right.
it's right there.
143.
We got 142.98
140 puts it.
and 140.3.
There you go.
And,
That's not
you
bad.
think we can get more?
That's
out
not
of
bad.
it?
I'll be honest with you, by the time we're done, you're gonna probably see less.
Yeah.
You might see more, but the thing is, if that run, dark green. So that run was really rich
Yeah.
in the mid area.
Okay.
I don't like that rich level in the mid area. That kind of just makes for chuggy driving in the city.
Okay.
So I might lean that out. And then up top, it's a little richer than I would like for everyday riding. So you'll probably leave a little bit less just because we're aiming for rideability. It's not a drag bike. It's not a hot rod. Like we're aiming for reliability. You might see more. I don't know. It's honestly, every bike is different.
Well, let's find
So
out.
you know the theory of tuning for an optimal air fuel ratio. That may apply in the carbureted world or in simple bikes, but when it comes to custom builds and stuff like that, we're not tuning for a specific air fuel ratio.
Right.
We're tuning for what the motor wants. Right. These new motors are designed differently than the old style motors, and they're designed to take different air fuel ratios. They're designed in a different way. So we just, like, I kind of ride the bike out a bit here, feel it out, look at the numbers, get an idea for what the motor likes, how it's not so much just looking at numbers, but how the bike feels to know, okay, does this, for example, your bike, I noticed it was idling good, but I noticed it surges every now and then. So idling it at 13.5, 14, like you would on a normal Harley with just a cam, isn't gonna fly for this bike. This bike wants to idle fat. So I've already added 8% in cylinder 1 and 5% in cylinder 2. Sorry, vice versa. 8% in cylinder 2, 5% in cylinder 1, because I'm gonna try and make this bike idle around 12.5 even. Just to see.
Okay.
Like Alan's big 136 stroker, his Fast Johnny, that thing's idling at 12.5.
Yeah.
And anything less, it surges and goes and wants to shut off.
Yeah.
And anybody got time for that? So.
Okay.
So, but again, it's not really it's unorthodox in the sense that you're idling at these crazy rich air fuel ratios. But I mean, if that's what the bike likes, that's what the bike likes. So, right?
Okay.
That's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna do some wizardry on the keyboard there. And we'll see how it goes. So what I'm doing right now is I'm building the map, modifying the map, and making fuel changes. And then I'm gonna send it all to the bike when I'm done doing it all. See how weird the numbers are? I'm making the air fuel less rich, but nicer for you.
Yeah.
For riding. So it went from 143 and 140 foot-pounds.
Yeah.
So look at this. 143 and 140.37 foot-pounds.
Okay.
Stupid rich. I leaned it out a bit to make it like more rider friendly. It went to 134.8, so 135 horsepower. So you lost literally 8 horsepower, but the torque is 139.75 as opposed to 140.37.
Right.
So literally what? You lost 0.60, just over half a torque you lost, yet the horsepower number went down, whatever that was, 8 horsepower. You get it?
Yeah.
This is exactly why I tell people not to get caught up in the horsepower game. Because even though the horsepower number looks lower by 8 horsepower or whatever it was, the torque's the same. So it doesn't even make sense, right? To get caught up in the horsepower game. The horsepower chase, I should say.
Do you have to tweak a lot from that last run?
No. I'm just in between first and in between shifts. As soon as you crack the throttle down for that split second that it goes down to the 4% column, 4% TPS column at any RPM range, there's a blip in leanness. I'm just fattening up that blip in leanness to make sure there's no hesitations or chokes if you honk off and honk on. And I'm gonna play with the timing. Am I saying numbers or no?
Sure. Yeah.
So we're at 149 and 144 foot-pounds.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty good.
Well, we're not done because I still got to do timing. It's been 50 at a time.
I know.
Stop this.
No, I know.
Jesus. He's like, I know, but he doesn't. Is the camera on?
Yeah.
We can turn it off.
No, you can leave it on.
You
You can leave it on. You might not like it, but you can leave it on.
No.
So basically, the smaller the number gets, Matt's penis shrinks.
100%, yes.
The bigger the numbers get, it gets that much bigger.
Yes.
Slowly.
Like in exact ratio.
This is exactly what it is.
I don't give a shit. In exact ratio.
We'll just end the vlog here now. 149 horsepower.
What was the torque, Dan? Sorry, so far?
144.
See, that's sweet, because I think my torque would
My 144.96.
okay, because my torque before, I'm going to say, was about 135.
Yeah.
On the,
So it
the
makes
last
sense.
build.
And it's
So
harder
that-
to make torque than it is horsepower.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, horsepower isn't worth a damn. Torque's what you want. 'cause
I
torque's what you
truthfully
feel.
understand.
Yeah.
That is solely for bragging rights. I understand that being on the bike is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
But around that number makes me fucking happy.
I hear ya.
For both reasons. For sitting on the bike and bragging about it.
I hear you. I'm just doing a couple little tweaks. I'm playing with some timing numbers just to see if the bike wants to give us any more.
Now that's pretty good.
I told you, man, it's gonna go up and down.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Dan, for my sake, just if it goes lower, just say it's the same number.
Oh, yeah. Would you say for what?
For my sake.
For
One of the like.
I talk to this dude more than anyone else.
Oh,
So
yeah.
keep him happy, it keeps me happy.
Oh, 170.
That
Hey,
boy. Hey,
for
I don't give a
record.
shit. Lie to me. I don't care.
I don't think it liked the timing. The red is the shifting, that's why it looks so nasty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me shifting, because then in the shift it's recording and it's just like, ah!
Okay.
That's the air fuel, as you can see it's
Yeah.
I just need to do the timing because it lost like 2 foot-pounds. I gave it 3 degrees. I'm gonna take away 5 and see if it likes it the other way. With the -2, then we'll leave it. If it's not happy, then we'll put it back up to what it was pre the adding 3, so back +2, and then we'll leave her. And I think that's all she wrote.
So when you say +2, what is that? Like,
Timing, degrees of timing. We're basically done, like air fuel wise, she's bang on, so we're just playing with the timing a little to see if we can squeeze any more out of her, but keep her happy, right?
Yeah.
At least like that, you guys will be good to go for your trip and all that, and then by the time it comes back, we bang the clutch on, and then you might be like, hey, tweak this, tweak that, whatever, you know, just keep a mental note and be like, hey, touch this, touch that, and that's it.
But essentially it wouldn't be like, and again, for the lack of the proper terms here, it wouldn't necessarily be like a full tune again. It's more just tweaking the tune you've already done.
Yeah, because what you do on the road might be a little different. Like I add load while I'm tuning, but nothing's the same as road load, no matter what anybody tells you.
Right.
So you might say, hey man, everything's beautiful, but I notice if I'm off the throttle at 10% and I kind of roll on, it's like hesitant, then it goes like something like that, kind of.
Right.
You probably won't, just because I've tuned so many, and people are always like, oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. I
But
mean, I
because-
didn't notice it last time.
Well, that's what I mean, but because this is like a super performance build versus your other one, you might be a little more picky about it, like, you know?
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost anything to just let me tweak it up, so you might as well just, let's make it perfect, right?
Yeah.
And then there'll be other little things like to tweak up, like this god-awful ugly cable that I hate.
Yeah.
Like this needs to go down there.
And I was gonna ask you too. Remember that you made a really nice, like a little hook cable.
We couldn't use it.
Can't do it.
It grabbed the cable hard. So watch this.
It's too bad. It looks so good.
It did. But watch this. See right here, even right there, which we had the cable here, right?
Let me come around.
It was in the same area. Okay.
Yeah.
Feel the clutch. Now move the cable over the top. Now feel the clutch. See?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
You feel it. You definitely.
It's crazy.
It's too bad, man.
I
Because
know.
I might move, like I'm probably changing that bag out.
Yeah.
So I'll have to pull the zip tie off. I like the gauge, but I want everything to look as clean, literally as clean as possible. Problem is now we've made this mount for this. It just creates a whole other level of work.
Yeah, but it's
So-
not the end of the world to add a little bracket or do something. It's just there's a few, like I said, like this. I would like to, like I'm probably gonna drill in. Is that threaded? It is, right?
Yep.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Is it threaded?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It's threaded right there.
Oh yeah.
So I can put
There
a
you go.
nice.
I think
can
they
put
do
a
it
nice
for
little
that
ring
reason.
right
Do
there.
they?
They do it for that
Probably,
reason.
yeah. It's
do.
mint. I can put a nice little ring to hold the cable all nice.
Okay, well that's good.
Tuck these wires up, zip tie them all nice. We can revisit what, because we'll have the clutch in. So then we'll have more of an idea of what's gonna hurt you and
Yeah.
what's not. During the tuning process, we were everywhere. We saw 165 and 151 foot-pounds, but that was just stupid lean. We saw 130, 134, 142. We saw 128. We saw 140, 134. I'm reverting the timing back to that one. And that's where we're gonna leave her. So 149 and 144 foot-pounds.
I'll take that.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. I'll take that.
Yeah.
It was 149.26. We're just gonna call it 150.
We're just gonna call it 170.
Hey, dude, it was at 165.
We're rounding up from 50, from
We might
150 to
could-
200.
We may as well. I saw 165, so therefore that's what this.
And then the
is.
air fuel's bang on, like it's perfect. You'll be
Yeah.
happy with it and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just good.
Hey, if it's
There
riding,
you go,
hey,
Matt.
what did I said if it get me around 150 and it rides smooth, I'm stoked. And that's
There you go.
exact-
149
and
and
that is-
144. 149.26 and 144.96. Basically 149 horse and 145 foot-pounds.
I'll take that.
There you go, Matt. There you go.
It's a pretty good, evenly matched cam, torque
Yeah.
power-wise.
Yeah. And can we see kind of when you see the torque really kick in versus like the peak horsepower?
Yeah, it's basically 3250.
3250 is when you're seeing
3250 to red line.
it. Is what really
Yeah.
for the torque.
Well, you can see that it kind of goes rising up nicely, and then it just goes brah.
Yeah.
Like this, literally, it's nice, and then it's like this. So it's
Yeah.
literally
So that's for both
Crazy.
torque and
that.
horsepower. They're
Yeah,
running the same.
they're even.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're even,
Okay.
man. Because that's torque, that's horsepower. They're even. 3250.
Wow.
It's just perfect, man.
That's pretty good.
It's just perfect.
Because usually you're seeing that when, depending on the cam, you're seeing it at higher RPMs.
Well, it depends on the cam, right? Because there's some torque cams that are low end, then there's some that are meant for high end, then there's some that are evenly matched. Like,
All right, guys. So Dan's just kind of doing the last finishing touches on the ST, putting in a few extra bolts that we had lying around. Dyno was sick. You got kind of what you wanted, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm super stoked on it. So got 149 point something. So if we want to round up, got 150. But 149 point something, 144 foot-pounds of torque, which I'm super happy with. And I also saw the thing pulled up to 165 horsepower. So right now it's running the airflow or air fuel ratio, but Dan's saying it's basically perfect. It's running really well. Should make for a smooth ride, and I have 150 horsepower.
Yeah, and as you guys know, Dan doesn't tune just for big numbers. He tunes for a reliable bike. But doing the cam, doing the heads, he was able to pull out almost 150 horse.
Yeah, but if you want to know, just for anybody who says, oh, you should get more, it could get 165 horsepower. But it's not going to be running properly. Like, I got to be able to ride this thing around. We're taking a trip, and you're going to see it on the next vlog. We're heading out to Montreal. We're going to be gone for, 4 days, I want to say?
Yep.
That bike needs to be reliable. I can't just be running, it can't be a bar hopper. So I'll take a reliable 149 horsepower bike any day.
And just to add to that, we're taking our passports on this trip, so stay tuned. The next 4 episodes are going to be sick. It's going to be Matt's first time riding his bike in, 6 months almost?
Pretty much, man. So it's been December, I want to say was the last time, because it gets super cold here, and then the bike has been in the shop for a while. I had a lot of work done to it. So tonight, taking my bike home is probably the first time I've ridden about 5, almost 6 months, and then I'm literally doing the shakedown on this bike on the way to Montreal. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
We have 9 people riding with us, so this is our biggest Roll the Bones trip ever.
True.
This is our 4th trip, so stay tuned for next week. Like and subscribe, follow along. Let's go.
I honestly, to be honest, didn't really love the look of it, but now seeing it, it looks sick.
Yes.
Watch the very middle.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.